All right, here's one that all parents can relate to. Dear Matsons, my kid whines all the time. I can tell her something as simple as it's time to get dressed, and it results in whining and complaining. How can I encourage her to respond in a joyful manner instead of whining? Sincerely, no more whining. Amen, sister. All right. Well, one of the things that we actually advocate for is being able to let your kids complain and learning how to use their words to say what they need to say. However, we're trying to teach them the difference between naming what they need and voicing their opinion versus manipulating, which is whining. That's really what whining is. It's a form of manipulation and using your emotions to try to get what you want and to get out of things. And so actually teaching your kids that whining is manipulation and it's not a healthy way to be in relationship. So that is something you're talking about all the time, whether they're 3, they're 10, or they're 15, or they're 28. That we do not need to manipulate. We can just use our words. So that is something you say to a 2-year-old. Use your words. Use your words. And I will sometimes even say to my teenagers, it's okay. Just use your words. You don't have to whine.
Yeah, and even saying the phrase like, especially when they're younger, I can't hear you right now. Try again. Because whining, I can't hear, but I really want to hear you. And I'm here listening and I'm looking at you, so try that again.
Yeah.
And you repeat that if they slip back into whining. And it's coaching them in a way that's relational, turning towards. You are communicating that you do want to understand what they're trying to say. And it's validating of as kids get older to really be encouraging them that in the world, adults, it's actually research totally supports the fact that adults actually don't listen to kids that don't use manners, but they do listen to kids that use manners. So using words in the right way and using manners is actually a really important skill that they're going to need for all of their future, in and outside the home.
Yeah. So try again. I can't hear you. Is teaching them to say, we want to hear what you have to say. And whatever you have to say is important. But we're also teaching them how to be heard in a world that they're needing to be heard. Now, the complaining, again, I still have to complain, even, today where I said, give me a minute to complain. I need to say what is bothering me about this versus like, oh, I don't want to do this. So doing role playing sometimes is actually really helpful. You can do it at the dinner table. You can do it just in real time. You've actually played a little bit of a trick with the kids sometimes.
Yeah, when they were younger and they were just whining hard, and sometimes I would throw a little curveball where it would be like all of a sudden I would start whining. And again, the purpose of this wasn't to be abusive. It wasn't to, shove something back in their face. It was actually to connect. And I would just be a total basket case in front of them, or just and ask them for the same things that they're asking in the same kind of way, in the same kind of tone, and then I would pause. And as a parent, you're trying to be, we call it the thermostat, right? Not the thermometer that's changing with the mood and this and that. You're trying to set the tone. So you're in control in this space. You pause and you go, what was that like for you?
Yeah.
When I was so, whiny and nagging and asking for all this, was that fun to listen to? It was kind of funny, wasn't it? I mean, it was kind of funny. I was acting. But that doesn't feel very good, right?
Yeah.
And you're trying to help coach, and you're doing it in a playful way. Kids love play. That's the language that they use when they don't have a lot of words, right? Obviously, I'm not doing that when they're a teenager, unless I literally am just trying to make them laugh.
Yeah. So honestly, the last thing I would say is just be aware of your own whining, mom and dad, because this is something that we can do long term. And so it sounds really, really high pitched when they're little, but there are forms of whining as an adult and complaining with that extra emotional manipulation. And so use our words, name what we need, all healthy. Teaching our kids how to be heard. And honestly, this is something you'll be doing over and over and over again. So have grace and patience for the process. It's a life skill worth investing in. So if these videos are helping you, make sure you like it and subscribe to this channel. And we trust that you are the right person for the job. We're here cheering you on.